Well, there you go. An interesting one. I'd actually started live in the wrong stream setup. So now I've got it right. I'm live in the YouTube channel, my Ros Boundy profile, my page, mytimetv.live, and I think it's the Women in Business community or page. I'm hoping it's the page. So if you're there, say hello. On any of those 5 destinations. Um, yes, I had forgotten I'd left the setting on the mobile device set up. It does actually reflect into the mainstream tally. Oops! And here's me clicking buttons too quick. Tune into your psychic senses, your spiritual connections in whatever way you need to help you get the messages from the cards this morning. It's looking like my brain's a bit scatterbrained this morning again. So there you go. And we've got Sarah here this morning. We've got Shaz is on my page. So cool. It's interesting when Facebook is trying, I don't know whether they're trying to confuse us or what, but there's new page experience. There's profiles that can be professional profiles. There's secret pages, public pages, fan pages, all sorts of different spaces and places that we can actually be showing up actually, so, and being out in the world, isn't it? So good morning, Keza, and good morning, Diane. And it certainly is something that I remember the days when it was just a telephone, and that's the only technology we had was a telephone. Everything else seemed about, well, I suppose we did have radios and TVs, but the rest was just electrical gadgets. The joys of living in a progressive world, and the advances are becoming very fast. Good morning, Connie. So we'll get into the card spread reading right now. So tune in, tune in, tune in. Here we go. It almost looks bare, doesn't it? I'm not sure what I haven't got in the right place. I think it might have been that. Not that I want it to be rigid and set in ways, but it sort of is something that we expect to see in the bright places and spaces, because what we're doing is a Lenormand daily Lenormand card spread reading, and I do have these slight little extras as you're growing to know. Here we have the Owl card, and what we've got today is Today I Choose Joy, and I love that. It's just so cheeky with the way it's looking on the side. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. It's lovely, isn't it? I do love that. I'm going to leave it here today because I think it's a bit relevant. Here we've got Today I Choose Joy, and in the numbers cards, this numbers work, we've got a choice card there as well. So good morning, Nat. A little chilly this morning. Yes, it is, and I've already been outside too. So that's funny. The hour card today, your meditation was on joy. I think the synchronicities that we have with what happens, the spiritual connections, the synchronicities, and what we're given as messages, it's amazing, isn't it? And this is the card that we've got. It is 0. It is naught. It is choice. There is so much in that. The 2 circles there, it gives us a never ending. There's what's the start, what's the finish? There isn't. So from the card guidebook, this one, we've got that now. It is actually, I'm looking at the wrong page. I've got one up. Where do they put the noughts? Must be at the end. So it must go to 9 to naught to 0. No. Okay. Now, I don't know where to find that. What we've got in the guidebook, that's interesting. So you can tell I don't use it all that much, as far as I'm not into guidebooks. As much as I know that we probably need to, but let me see. Choice, major numbers. No. And I'm making faces here. I don't really want to. Well, there you go. It's not actually describing what is choice, and yet on the Celtic layout that they've got here as a way of doing a reading, there's actually one in the guidebook. But there isn't actually an explanation of the choice. So we know that already then, don't we? We do have choices. And sometimes, there's something that are a never-ending feature of life. We don't. Oh, did I bump my camera? Or did I have that crooked right from the start? Here we go. 5 cards from the Lenormand spread. Here we've got the choices to choose. Where do I start? But we know that this spread starts at the anchor in the home space, and we've got the cross in the workspace. And up the top, we have the unexpected being the hearts or the heart. And we've got snake in our role and the labyrinth as that outcome in the center or the pivot role. I just like to say, that is the center. It's all those cards are around it, aren't they? So, and we've got Kim on her way to work. Good morning. And we've got Kay, the sisters. Good morning. Lovely to have you both here. So, with the anchor in our home space, we are needing to hold on. I'm actually feeling that we're needing to hold on. Is something going to be turbulent today? Let's feel the energy of it, though. Even in turbulence, you know that you're in motion, that you've got things happening, and that there is, you find that is going to anchor you, even if it's going to be some grounding, as in putting your feet, plant your feet firmly on the ground and feel that grounding, or just have that sense of throwing out the line that's going to anchor you and give you some steadiness in the day, making sure that what you're holding on to is tied firmly, basically. And it's a matter of putting your intention into it. It's not having to really find that physical anchor and use that, but it is intention in how you're feeling that perspective. What angle are you looking at things? Are things, the brain, is it really feeling too much like it's waving around and not anchoring in on thoughts or processes? Allow it to drop to the bottom, so to speak, so it's got that firmness to hold on to, as in the ocean floor when it is actually a physical anchor. That's what happens. You've got the one end on the boat, you've got the other end is grabbing at the ocean floor to hold and steady. So put that sort of energy into what you're processing through today. Even in communications, remember to come back to that anchoring thought and bring it into that steadying factor of moving it forward from that step, that base, that you are holding steady with it and can continue doing what you're doing, thinking that process through as you need to, with that holding pattern of holding a steady base. Okay, that's what I'm feeling with that. Um, Otherwise, you're just letting yourself drift all over the place. So, really put the intention to throw an anchor out, to actually have it holding firmly while you're getting things done and doing what you need to through the day. We've got the cross in the workspace. So, I'm feeling too that there's some things that in that process of having the anchoring in of what thoughts, what processes you're needing to put in the home space, that you also got that continuity into your workspace, trusting and taking the steps forward that in whatever you're doing, it's the right things to do, but also with the responsibility. Here's the choices that we've got as far as are you being given a choice to take on more responsibility, and you need to weigh that up as far as, is it something that you really want to take on, that you want to do, or are there certain things that you're needing to delegate out so that you are releasing those responsibilities and the need to hold on to them? Allow someone else to take that part of what the work is. Sometimes when you've got a project that's like your baby, that you want to hold on to every aspect of it, you really need to release and trust that others can do as good as you can, that it is, it is possible. Let it go. So I'm thinking, trust what you're feeling as far as your connection with your spirit guides, and really have that conversation, I think, as you're moving through certain things through the day in that work aspect. Okay. Uh, and many times I don't feel like what I'm doing is work, but we're still choosing, we're still moving forward in whatever we're process. Well, it is. It's bringing forward part of who you are out into the world in the form of earning a living, that type of thing. So, uh, yeah, I'm just trying to grab those thoughts. They're not quite coming yet. So it might be that you need to spend some time in thinking through, allowing that process of connection with spirit to bring you those messages. Because I know there's something there that might be for me. So choose what you are going to do today in a conscious way, in a connected way, is what I'm thinking, and step out in faith once you choose, once you've made the choice of what you're doing. Okay. And here we've got, remember, make it joy as a base with the hour, that cheekiness. And from the heart, because the heart is this unexpected energy today. So whatever you're doing, I do feel that you need to be doing it where you are loving what you're doing as a choice for your workspace, and loving those around you in your home space, and all that combination of what that's going to mean, because it certainly is something that you're needing to feel. Don't feel obligated that you really have to, because someone else is telling you to, in either aspect of your life. I think really it is moving it into that heart love, unconditional, and feel that warmth and energy from that. And it will bring that joy through. So have that awareness for what the heart's bringing into your day today. With the snake in your role, it is a shifting, a growing. Snakes do move very easily in and around their environment. They can go in trees, they wrap around and coil and shift and on the ground. And wherever you see a snake, it's usually that they're there with ease in the way that their movement is. That their purpose is, they're either getting their food and just shifting around. I don't think snakes don't look after their young, do they? They're just something that's born and they're individuals straight away. So it really is the responsibility to continue to grow and search and do what we need to, including here the snake in this picture is, well, almost feels like it's defending its fruit. I know that there's partly that story of the Adam Eve, the Eve and the snake, being tempted by the fruit, by the snake to eat the fruit from the tree of wisdom or something, isn't it? What I'm sensing with this, it really is that growing and moving and shifting into more of who you are, which means shedding the skin occasionally, because we are growing. So have that awareness around what you are moving through today. You can choose to grow or you can choose to stagnate. And stay in your space, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's not spending too much time there that you are stagnating. It's time to rest. There are times for both, the rest and the work. Throw that anchor out so that you are steady enough to be able to rest. That type of, what is your choice that you're wanting to put into your day today, and allow it to be that movement forward that you're growing and being able to be in your true essence too. Because in the labyrinth, as we've got that in the center, um, it's another card that is to do with choices as well too. We're finding our pathway, and because it's like a maze, we have a choice of what the pathways themselves are. Which way are we going? You do certainly need to choose one or the other. You can't go in two at once. So here we've got the labyrinth where there is help available. You can yell out and sort of ask, what can you see in front of you? Or I need some help here. And I'm sure, in the way that there is other options of just, not just walking forward or backward. Can you climb under or climb over these walls as such? There's no sense of it has to be one way, that all you're doing is walking or running, but it's giving you that option of seeing the possibilities and which way your pathway is. So as far as the outcome, we've got that we're walking through in our day to day. As far as moving through all the energies of what these cards are suggesting for us. And by the end of the day, we're actually going to have that moment of rest in that center. That's what I'm feeling. We are shifting through whatever we need to, and in whatever ways we decide we will. and be able to rest by the end of the day, feeling that satisfaction of getting there, of achieving, of really having a result. Look, sometimes with what we expect, it turns out to not be exactly how we had planned it, but it still is the right, what is occurring in our lives is the right thing that's happening for us to continue our own individual pathway with whatever other energies are around and about influencing that. Some we have control over, some we don't, but we certainly have the choice in how we perceive it, how we react or act. So, in whatever way that you are going to choose to be you in your day, I hope that it's going to be the best you that you can be, and being able to shift forward with fun, with joy, as the card suggests, the hours suggest, is I choose joy. So keep being the best you that you can be. And for tomorrow, hopefully I'll be on time with the right stream. We'll see you then. So namaste until then. Bye for now. Oh, there we go. We've got the lovely thank you. Perfect cards again, as they always are. I'm going to hang around until I get these lovely responses back, what you needed to hear today. Oh, thank you, Connie. And yes, thank you, Keza. You have an amazing day too. And Michelle with your beautiful heart emojis and the rainbow, especially. Thank you. Namaste.